We talked a lot about just AI in general. So what's the difference between agents and assistants? Because every time I hear it, I'm like, aren't they the same thing? Now, of course, I know they're different, but for the purpose of this audience, I would love for you, Ed, to share.
For an assistant, it's going to work next to you, right? It's going to work alongside you. Think about when you use Claude or ChatGPT or these large language models and you can ask it whatever questions. An assistant inside of HubSpot is going to be just that. It's going to pop open on the right side of your screen. You're going to click the assistance button and then you'll have a big chat window. Well, that assistant is getting its answers from all over the web if you set it up that way, but it's also going to get them from inside of your CRM. It's also going to get them from the knowledge vaults that you arm it with. So the assistant is really just like your GPT or your Claude or your Gemini plus, right? Plus all of the information that you're arming it with that's specific to you, your business, and what's inside of your CRM. And the great part about that, if you're worried about security compliance, is it's not learning from it and training and taking that out to the rest of the world. That is specific to you and your HubSpot portal.
Okay, so that makes sense. So assistants are more about like helping you in the moment. Maybe there's a query, you have some information you need to gather, or you're curious about what the deal status is, and you're saying, hey, just give me a summary of what this is. That's very much an assistant. But what about an agent? Because you hire an agent to do something for you.
So my favorite example, we talked about prospecting agent and the customer agent, but my favorite agent is going to be the data agent. So inside of like data sets, for example, I can say, I want to look across multiple objects. I want to pull in different data sources that, by the way, I'm not storing in my CRM, but I'm just looking at and accessing. What if I want to make a column in a table in one of these data sets that's going to go and do research? I want to find companies that are showing signs of growth, whether they're, number of roles that they're hiring for, press releases that are going out onto the web, number of like C-suite that they're hiring. Go research all of these companies for me and tell me which ones are showing signs of growth. I'm not doing that research. The agent's doing the research, right? And it's arming me with the information that it's gone and found for me. And that's just one quick example of research. It can do so much more with these data agent columns.
Yeah, so I think agents really come down to they're doing something for you, but also they're going to require more work than an assistant. So if you're thinking about a place to get started, assistants are more forgiving because you're more or less querying information and asking it to summarize, to think through, to help you identify something, versus agents that are actually going out and doing something for you, which requires more setup. Generally, it requires more accurate data. Now, don't get me wrong, if you have bad data in your system, your assistant's going to come back with that information for you as well. So generally, you get value faster if you start with assistants than if you start with agents.